ready right now because Amanda's coming over. She's gonna record a podcast episode with me. Coming soon. I'm excited. It is such a beautiful day out today. The sun is out. It's freezing. It's like 15 degrees today, but the sun's out, so it feels like just cheerful. I'm here for it. I don't mind the cold, honestly. As long as you dress properly, it's not a big deal. I also work from home, so it doesn't really impact me too terribly much. But as long as the sun's out, like, I am just happy. Although when the sun's out and it's snow, there's like snow on the ground, it's quite dangerous, I feel, because the sun then reflects off the snow and it's so bright. It's brighter than it would be on a hot summer day. Where's my brush? If I have time after I do my makeup, I'm gonna run to the grocery store because I do need groceries, and it'd be nice to go now, but I might just hold off and make myself some lunch instead because I haven't eaten yet today. By the way, I got my air wrap back from my mother-in-law, and that's all I used so far today. I usually go in with the curling iron too, but so far I just did the air wrap, and I might just leave it because it's kind of cute. If you want a hair tutorial on how I do my hair with the air wrap, let me know. Now that I don't have hair extensions in and my hair has gotten longer and fuller, I just love that tool. And I don't even think that it's necessarily the fact that it's the air wrap. Any sort of hair tool that has like a brush head attached to it, and the size that I use, I think it's like a 1 inch, maybe a 1.5 inch size of the brush head. That's, I think, like what I love about it. I have heard that the air wrap is technically better for your hair. I don't know why. I've had it explained to me, but to me, I'm like, how is that any different than any other like blow dry tool? I don't get it. But apparently it's better for your hair. And I feel like anytime I consistently use it, I do notice a difference in my hair. So I don't know. I don't really get the technology. I just know that I like it. I guess that's all that matters. I did all of my laundry this weekend, by the way. We had so much of it. It didn't even look like it was that much. But this year, something that I'm so proud of myself with is keeping up on laundry and dishes and keeping the house tidy. I would say since July, my house 90% of the time looks clean and straightened and whatever. That wasn't always the case. That was always something that like bothered me, was that our house would just get so messy. I'm definitely more of a neat freak. So when it was like not so clean, it would really bother me. And I think that maybe it was my attitude about it, that if it wasn't clean, I would get upset. And so I was just approaching it negatively, where I kind of like, I don't know, this last year became way more relaxed with like everything in life, house being clean included. And it's funny because by doing that, I've noticed, wow, overall my house has just like been really clean. And maybe it's just my perspective. Maybe it wasn't always that way. Maybe it's like the exact same. It's just now my perspective is different. I don't know, but it just feels really good in here right now because I have all the laundry done. I should count how many loads I did. I think I did like 10 different loads of laundry, folded, hung up, and put away. The only thing that's not done is Ruben has like fancy like work equipment. Hold on. This is the concealer duo that I've been using, by the way. MAC Pro MAC Pro Long Wear Concealer in NW20 with the Pat McGrath concealer in LM9. This has been my favorite. But yeah, Ruben has some like expensive outdoor gear that he wears that I'm too afraid to touch it. Kind of like he better not touch my leggings, you know? So that I just put in a basket, you know, I'm not trying to ruin anything. Everything else is done and it feels so good. I do need to like do a purge maybe at the beginning of the year. I can do like a closet clean out and go through all my stuff because I'm not using everything. And I like to do that. Honestly, I do that throughout the year, but I haven't done it in a while. So it's time. Also, I indulged in a little Black Friday, Cyber Monday shopping. I'm excited for everything to come in. This is one of the things. I actually don't even think I got a deal on the sweatshirt. Maybe I did. Maybe I did get a deal on this. Nike had a discount. Anyway, Once everything comes in, probably in the next vlog, I'll do a Black Friday haul so you can see what I got, because to be honest, the last year I really haven't been buying like anything in general. Like, you guys know, it's just like a lot of us just aren't spending money on unnecessary things, and I would say a sweatshirt is an unnecessary thing for me, considering I have like 100. I don't have 100, but that's like primarily what I wear. I had no plans going into Black Friday other than like I was just gonna share some promotions of things that I like for you guys, and then I got to looking and I was like, and I ordered a few things, and then I looked back and I was like, I really kind of bought some things for Black Friday. So when everything comes in, I'll do like a little haul probably in the next vlog or something, because I think that could be fun. If there's anything that you guys got, let me know. It wasn't anything crazy. It's just like clothes and stuff and workout stuff. But that was fun and unexpected, and I might return some things depending on what they look like when they come in. I've been doing hot yoga for like the last month, maybe a little bit longer than that. I have been just loving it, and I've noticed that a lot of my workout clothes that I have are great for the workouts that I've been used to, like lifting weights and high intensity, like moving around and running and stuff, but not necessarily anything, like a lot of stuff wasn't good for doing yoga, especially because I do hot yoga. I don't really have a lot of tank tops. So I wanted a tank top for that, at least one. And then, what else? Oh, also it just being like, so I wear like a lot of like loose baggy tops at the gym. And in yoga, I don't want that because it like falls on my face when I'm like doing things. So I think I got 2 tank tops. And I also got a new yoga mat. I'm really excited. So the one that I have is from Amazon. It's been fine, but it was like an inch thick. And I thought that that was gonna be nice, but actually I feel like it like messes with my balance, because when we do something where you're like on one leg, I can't like grip the floor, you know? So I got a thinner mat, and it was 50% off on Lululemon, because their yoga mats are like $100. It's insane. So when I saw that it was on sale, I've always wanted a Lululemon mat just because I think they're cute and it's a vibe, and I love the brand. I bet it's probably the exact same quality as one on Amazon, but I was just feeling like that bitch on Black Friday, and I was like, I'm gonna get a Lululemon yoga mat. But I'm excited about that. It's just all black. I think one side is gray, and I'm excited. I've been back on my cream contour bronzer kick because my skin has actually been very dry. And I mean, I'll still get oily throughout the day, but I think when it's oily, it just looks really glowy. But yeah, I stopped doing cream contour a couple months ago because it was summertime and it was just too much makeup and whatever. And then, yeah, the other day I whipped it out and I was like, okay, this is really nice, and it's working really nicely with my skin. Because my skin has just been getting so incredibly dry. And then under my eyes, I'm gonna grab these 2 shaping powders from MAC. This is Emphasize and Accentuate. I'm gonna mix those 2 together to create the correct shade for me, because the Emphasize is a little too bright white, and then Accentuate is like exactly the color of my skin, and I want it to be just slightly brighter under my eyes. Let's do some bronzer. I'm actually gonna mix the Hourglass Diffuse Bronze Light with the Airbrush Bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury. This is more matte, but I really love the color that this gives. So I've been, like the last week, trying this out, doing this first, just a little bit, and then layering it with the Hourglass. Look at how beautiful this is, like such pretty packaging. Just bring this over the top. This has a little bit of a sheen, and it's more cool toned. It has a little bit of pink to it, which I love. Bring some of my contour into my eyes really quick. I do not feel like doing crazy eyeshadow. I'm not even going to do primer. I'm just going to put my bronzer and contour onto the eyes. And then I've also been taking my blush. So I don't know if this is still available. This is really old. It's probably expired, whatever. This is Plum Foolery from MAC. It's really pretty. It's like a nice muted mauvey purple. I've been using this as my blush, but then I've also been putting it on my eyes, and I just feel like it just like complements my skin really well and my coloring. And I just love bringing bronzer and blush that you're wearing on your face and bringing it into the eyeshadow or in the eye area, because then everything looks so cohesive. It's so pretty. You have to try it out if you haven't done that before. And just pop it into the eyes. Okay, for brows, my go-to routine has stayed the same. It's the Too Faced brow gel with the Glossier Boy Brow. Okay, 500 years later, my brows are done. We went through a process there where they were looking good and then they were looking chunky gunky, and then we worked with it and here we are. I think I need to get some new mascara because mine is getting pretty thick. Let me know your favorite mascara down below. I've been using Lash Paradise for forever and kind of in the hunt for a new one. I really miss my Makeup Geek mascara. That was the best. I'm not really sure what it is about my makeup right now that I'm not loving. I like the skin. I feel blah in my eyes, like I need some lashes on or something, but I just don't feel like putting them on. I'm gonna use this lip pencil and contour. I'm gonna go into Honey Love from MAC, this like light beigey nude. Ooh, I just got my tooth. And then I have some lip gloss downstairs that I'll add to this, and I also have my Cool Brown lip liner from Anastasia that I can add on top too. But to finish up here, I'm going to use the Morphe setting spray. I'm feeling very fresh and glowy. But yeah, this is the final look. I think it's very fresh and natural looking. I think that those powders from MAC, the Accentuate and Emphasize, they really make the face light up and look really, I don't want to say dewy, just like bright and fresh. I'm gonna have to use those a little bit more. But yeah, this is the look. I think that once I add the gloss, that'll really make it come together, make it come to life. I've got pretty much everything set up downstairs for us to record this podcast episode. I do have 2 lights upstairs that I might need, but it's so bright out today, I don't think I'm gonna need them. Okay, so I just added a little bit of the Clinique, is it Black Honey? Yeah, the Black Honey little lip balm. And then I added a little bit of the Lawless lip gloss in Lavender Sorbet. I really love the texture of these. I just would like more colors. But I think that added a little bit of color and just a nice hydration to my lips. So I'm gonna bring over all this stuff over to my little spot here on the couch. I've got the podcast set up. I think I'm gonna go grab my lights. It's so bright in here, but it is, what time is it? I think it's like 1 o'clock right now. And come 3 o'clock, it's gonna get really dark. So I'm like, should I grab, I'm debating on if I should even grab them or not. But yeah, I'm gonna just set everything here for me so that I can grab it if I need it. Finally gonna be decorating this Christmas tree. I do have to make some garland, which is like the I do the cranberries with the popcorn, but I don't have any thread, so I'm gonna put that on last. Normally I'd like to do that after I put on the lights and before I put on ornaments, but it's fine. I just want to get it started because it feels really like dark over here with the tree, and it needs some life. So this is what it looks like right now. I put the trees outside on the front porch, which actually, let me show you what that looks like. That is a return that's going to be picked up, but this is the wreath, and then these are the trees, which they do light up. Yeah, I feel like it looks a lot better over here now. I mean, the fan needs to go back to where it was and everything, but it's a lot more spacious. So I'm gonna start with the lights. These are the lights that I use, by the way. I got them on Amazon. They're my favorite lights because they look so beautiful. They're so like twinkly and tiny. You can change the settings so that they twinkle or so that they're still or whatever. And I have 3 boxes of them. I actually have another string of lights. It's not these tiny ones. It's just regular clear white lights. I think I left them in a box upstairs. When I'm done doing these lights, I might go grab them. From what I remember last year when I did that, I really liked the way that it looked because it added some dimension to the tree because of just the different size lights. And that was only 1 strand. And I believe, if I remember correctly, I did all of these horizontally around the tree and like through each individual branch, which I'll show you. It's the best way to do twinkly lights, I think. And then I did those bigger lights that are upstairs, I put those on vertically. So then your eye is going in all these different directions, just bouncing around. It's just so beautiful. I just need to get some lights on this damn tree and then I'll go get the other ones. And then also the tree skirt that I use down here is actually upstairs on the tree upstairs. But I want to put that on after I do the lights because the tree will shed as I put the lights on and I don't want to have to like clean up the skirt. I'd rather just vacuum it off the floor. So that's the plan. Cup of coffee, and I have on Love Actually, which this might be a hot take, but Love Actually isn't really a favorite Christmas movie of mine. I actually feel like, I don't know, it's whatever. I think I just need to like sit down and watch it for a longer period of time because I feel like anytime I've watched it, I've zoned out because I've gotten bored, and so I forget who's who and like how they're all connected and stuff, so I get a little confused. So that's my bad. I'm just changing the lights really quick, making it a little bit brighter in here. There we go. Hopefully now there isn't an issue with the lighting. I think I need to put on a more festive movie. I just can't. I'm gonna watch Christmas with the Cranks again because I've already watched it this season, and that way it feels very festive. This is one of my favorite Christmas movies. But that way it feels festive. I don't have to pay attention to it because I'm over here, so I can't watch it. I'll just be listening to it, so much more festive than the Love Actually. Time to decorate. Okay, so I've got 1 strand on, and I every single year get nervous because it looks like it's not going to be enough lights. So that is just 1 strand, and I have 2 more. But I always have to remind myself that the bottom portion of the tree is bigger. So the higher up you go, the less lights you need for the girth, you know, you get what I'm saying. But I just wanted to show you, I kind of just like twirl it around each individual branch so that it comes all the way to the tip of the branch. We have a really strong tree this year, so it's holding up really nicely. But that's what it looks like so far, all the way around. And in the back, I kind of just like threw them in It's not as important back here. But it's not that it isn't important. I've done it before where I've just completely neglected the back and then it looked silly because the back of the tree just didn't light up in the behind it, you know? But I just wanted to show you where we're at so far. Looking beautiful. And now I'm gonna plug in the second string and get going. Hopefully I can get around like this whole section here, hopefully. Lights. This is 3 strands. Was kind of running out. This is the fullest tree we've ever had, so I had to make sure that I put the majority on the front of it. I still think it looks really good, but I am going to go find those other lights so I can put those in as well because the back is a little bit empty in comparison to the front. So I'll put some on the back and then also feed it through to the front. We do have to trim a little off the top so that the star can fit. I mean, there's room in the space for it. Like, there's enough room between that and the ceiling, but that piece is just so long that when I put the star on, it's just like too wobbly. So you have to trim that down too, but yeah, looking gorgeous. So I don't know what happened to my extra lights, but I had another strand that I usually put in through here just to give some variety, and they're not upstairs, they're not in any of my Christmas stuff. So I think what happened was I got rid of them on accident. I thought that they were extra lights when maybe they got mixed up. I don't think I put them back away last year on accident, and then I donated them, unfortunately. So I do have a couple of gaps. I think it'll be fine. I think that I'm just being like, here I can see right there, there's a hole. That's gonna bother me, but it will be fine. I did pivot this so that the empty spots on the back aren't as noticeable, so that will be facing the wall. I've got a couple of them sitting out here already. These ones are from Crate & Barrel. This whole set is from Target, and I'm just gonna open up the rest of the boxes and get all of the ornaments out and ready to go. So I'm gonna start with these, which are my favorite ornaments. I'm gonna start with these because number one, they're my favorite, but number two, they're also my biggest ornament and they're the sparkliest. So this is gonna fill any gaps. And also I wanna place these close to lights if I can, so that it can really sparkle. These are my sparkliest ornaments. They're so beautiful.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll talk a cup of kindness yet for days of old lang syne. And here's a hand, my trusty friend, and here's a hand of thine. We'll talk a cup of kindness yet for all that sun.
Okay, so the tree is now complete, except for the tree topper. I also replaced the batteries in the garland lights because they were kind of like going dim, and especially next to the tree, it did not look very bright. So it looks so pretty though. I feel like I really didn't need that other strand of lights that I was looking for. I do think it would have added a little bit more to it, but I think it looks fine as is. That's the tree topper that I have that will go up there. I just need Ruben to cut just a little bit off. I actually ordered some more of these. I didn't show you these up close, but these are from Amazon. They're just like an acrylic icicle. And I think that these really add that special something to the tree. It didn't look finished until I added those. And the trick is to put them on the actual ends of the tree stems so that it looks like actual icicles. I love all of the variety. I love the mix of the red, the gold, the green, and the silver. I think it's so pretty. And then I took the rug from up, or the rug, I took the tree skirt from upstairs and put it here. This was kind of a fun spot. This was really empty in here. There's a lot of room here. So I just filled it and I just placed this ornament here, and I didn't even hang it. I just placed it there. I put the pickle ornament in the back. This is supposed to like represent our camping trip that we did last year with Ruben's parents. So I put that there. The pickle ornament, which we're actually supposed to like hide on the tree, and whoever finds it is supposed to hide it again, but we don't really play that. But we played that growing up on my mom's side of the family. And then the back is pretty empty, but that's okay. It's filled enough. But yeah, I'm very happy with it. I was looking at pictures of our tree from last year, and this is definitely a lot fuller. I'll put a picture here so you can compare. And I really love this side of the tree too, which is perfect because you can see that just as much as you can see this side because of the tree. This piece is kind of falling down, but I honestly don't even mind because it just shows that it's a real tree and it's just imperfect, and I love that. So this ornament here is from 2009. This is actually my first time putting it on the tree. This was a gift from Ruben's dad the first year that we were together. And I had it in a certain spot, like not necessarily in storage, but I just didn't have it with my Christmas decorations. I came across it recently and I was like, wow, I should hang this on the tree. It goes with the theme and everything. And then these ones too, this little snowflake here, it came in like a little trio. So I've got one here, and then one back there. And those are also from him. But this one I think is extra special because this is the year that Ruben and I started dating. This was another thing that I came across that he gave me. He would always give Swarovski crystal things, and this was one of the things too. And I think it's cute because it actually kind of looks like pretzel, just a little bit. So I put it here because I thought that was really cute. And now we have a home that we can like put these things in. So I found the thread. It was just sitting in my junk drawer, obviously. Where else would it be? But I just have some green thread and my needles. So either tonight or tomorrow, I'm gonna string the cranberries and popcorn to put on the tree because that is what I think really makes it. So I'm getting everything together to make some chicken and mole, and this is the mole that we always get. We just order it on Amazon. It's so good. We put this on like a little pot or pan on the stove and put some like vegetable broth, or not vegetable broth, I'm sorry. We put some chicken broth in it, and heat it up and it melts and it's delicious. But I just pulled this out of the pantry and there's this sticker on the back that says, warning, cancer and reproductive harm. So I just texted Ruben and I'm like, we've been eating this for years, but I also wonder if that is referring to the packaging and not the ingredients. So I'm gonna make the marinade pretty much in a blender. You want to add some olive oil, maybe a little bit of water depending on the consistency once everything's blended. I've got some cumin, a lime, some brown sugar, and then the secret ingredients are some dried peppers. You can use whichever ones you like. We always switch it up. And the number one key ingredient is the achiote paste. I will link this down below. Y'all better not sell it out because it's the best, and I only get it on Amazon. So I'm gonna put the water, the olive oil, the cumin, cayenne pepper. I'm missing cayenne pepper. Gotta check the consistency, make sure that it's all good. So I just added all of my chicken breasts into this bowl with the marinade on it. I'm gonna put this in the fridge and let this marinate a little while, and then I'll pop it on the grill. So I added the mole into the pan. It kind of just comes out like this solid block. It's also got so much oil in there that your hands just turn completely red. And then I add one of these chicken broths into here, so it can have some moisture. Okay. And then put this on kind of like a medium to low heat. And then you want to just like mash it up. Let's see what I have in here. Do a spoon. I'm gonna break it up. Okay, it's starting to mix in with the broth. It's staying pretty thick, so I'm gonna add just some water.
Not that one.
What hot sauce did you put on it before? Did you put any on it?
This.
The Lula.
The Lula. Chorizo is giving Lula. Even forgot to put the cheese that you got. Did you get that cheese?
I did. I'm full. Hello.
Is it good? Is it okay?
Yeah, looks good.
Gotcha.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I am not hungry
No?
at all.
Really? What's wrong?
Well, I ate a whole thing of sausage today.
Oh,
That's
right.
a lot of
right.
protein. That's like 100 grams of protein. And a taco just now.
Well, I'm sorry
so,
that you just did all of that and went to the store and...
That's fine. This always looks scary when you do it fresh because it looks like the thing is smoking and it's not. It's the chicken because it's hot. Quickest way to shred chicken. Stop!
Whoa!
Turn around. Now we add the chicken to the mole. It's like a thick mush. Delicious.